Objection!
So a little background on this particular case. So back in the day, the first Phoenix Wright game came out for the Game Boy Advanced. It was later ported to the Nintendo DS. So what you're seeing right now is the developers going crazy with like the DS power. It's like they're like, we can actually render cutscenes. So look at this glorious cutscene they have made just for the, and it's only for when they ported it over. They added this extra case, and now it's carried over to like the PC port, obviously the HD remaster port. So I will say this case sucks, and it sucks because it's so long. It's so long. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial, because I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Please forgive me as I horribly butcher the British accent that I'm about to do. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Ms. Mia Fey no longer works here, in the land of the living. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, but whatever. Well, that's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Ugh. Dramatic flashbacks. Maya, could it be? No, it's not Maya, you idiots. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Why, yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work's becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I think every single case in Phoenix Wright is a murder. Like, am I wrong? Well, maybe there's one where it's like involving like thievery, but I think it's all murder cases. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her, will you? You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? Let's going down the list. So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Sure. Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? Well, they died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Right. I'm a defense attorney, you know. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, it's not for sale. Yet. Wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, man. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, huh? Understood. Whoa, even in his thoughts, he's stammering. Whoa, what was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Look at that turn, that not 3DS, that DS technology. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Look at that uniform. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma? Lana? I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Look at my badge. Your badge looks new. I polish it daily. In a few years, the gold plating will flake off. Then we'll see the real you. Yeah, whatever happened to innocent small talk? Give it 3 years, then we'll see what you have become. I forget how the Ace Attorney timeline is set up, so I'll have to look and see if what game is set 3 years. If it's Apollo Justice, it'll be hilarious. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means... The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. they will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Anything to talk about. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year. She was auditing the class. She was different then than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, you dirty old man. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, he sounds so sad. Emma immediately cuts his train of thought off. Like, no, not like that, you filthy pervert. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me. As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? Never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. That DS technology, that DS turn. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. So this is the lot. So wrong voice. So this is the lot where it all happens. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Chip chip, pip pip, cheerio. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. Oh, it's Aaron Black. You expect him to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Yep, it's Aaron Black. In his off time, he investigates crime scenes for money. And what do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch. Is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Marshal? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams a cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? He's drinking on the job. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that, Ombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Alright. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. The ladder debate continues. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at the crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed in the pocket. A foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now. Look at the court record. So this would have come in handy a few cases ago with a certain lamp receipt. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. I have no control. Oh, I do. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of A. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. I just looked at his wallet. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm such a wimp. Could you tell us just one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe you should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, are you two all set? Us? Oh yeah. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming right at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as a cough-up queen are over. Cough-up what? You know, I'm feeling kinda full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned in my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Dramatic hair toss. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? Yay, flashbacks. To something we just saw 5 minutes ago. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happens. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels, you naughty boy. Yeah, she means it. Oh wait, we gotta do the tradition. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Somehow I knew yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday's special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm confused. As always. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. What kind of lunch lady dresses like you do? You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. A prehistoric fish, really? Ah, never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? The glass-walled booth? It's upstairs. It has a big security sign, I see it. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Ms. Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. The bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Ms. Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. Well, that'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Alright, let's move. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix writes, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in his nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Look at that troll face. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney, a long time ago. That dream was stolen from me the day my father was shot. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what? What'd you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy, so I think there's a little bit of retconning that happened here. I think originally he was supposed to be kind of like the underhanded antagonist. I think they were like, you know what, he's really cool, let's just make it so that people are just spreading nasty rumors about him. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incidents. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys, like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right. I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Traces of blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? That glare! Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.